Hey, this is Rich over at TVP Live with another quick tips brought to you by Adobe Photoshop Elements Tutorials Group, and let's jump right in. Today's poster wanted to know how to create this graphic, which is perfectly round circles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 across and 3 rows down. So this is not too hard to do. All you have to do is create one perfectly good circle, duplicate it across 5 times, and then group that duplication and copy them 2 times below each other. So let's go ahead and jump in and show you how to do that. How do we create a perfectly round circle if we don't have any kind of grid or guidelines to show us what's perfectly round? Well, let's turn on the grid and guidelines. Go to View, go to Grid, and then go to View again. Go down to Snap to Grid. Now when you make a circle, it will snap to each line. But I still kind of don't know which is exactly perfectly round. So what I'm going to do is make these grids bigger to make them easier to see. If you go to Edit, Preferences, and Grids and Guides, and it's set right now to every 1 inch. I'm just going to arbitrarily try something a little bit bigger. Let's try 3, every 3 inches. That looks good. So I'm going to hit OK. And now I do my circle. I'm going to just start at the top left and grab with the mouse button, and you see it snaps to each one. So it's 4 across and 4 down. That's a perfectly round circle here. I'm going to create a new layer to fill in that circle. And I'm going to choose a different color, slightly off-white so you can see it for now. And then I'll turn it back to white. Just so you can see it, I'm going to fill that circle in with a kind of a light purple. And that was using the paint bucket. So now we want it to look like this one here, where it's just an outline of the circle. So now what I want to do is take that circle, I'll center it here. I'm going to zoom in, right click. I'm going to edit the layer style, and I'm going to choose a stroke, which is the line. And I want to choose outside, even though it says outside, I'm going to choose outside again. And the black is the color. The number here is how thick I want that line to be. So let's do 11 points. That looks pretty nice there. I'll go ahead and change that center back to white. So I'm going to hit OK, and I can take the paint bucket and paint in white. And there we have a perfectly round circle. I'm going to place the circle right in the upper left here, and there's 1 square distance between the top of the page and the top of the circle. The same on the side, from the side to the beginning of the circle. I can hold the Alt and the left mouse button and duplicate the circle now. And I'll bring the next one, and it snaps into place with exactly one space in between. That's the same as right-clicking up here and saying Duplicate Layer. And when you duplicate it this way, it duplicates it on top of the other one. So if I grab this, I drag it over, you'll see there's 2 of them. So now I snap that over there. I'm going to instead do the Alt because it's a lot easier just to keep on copying them like this. And what I'm doing is holding down the Alt and doing the left mouse button to duplicate as many as I want. Now I want to grab all of these and duplicate them. So you take the mouse and draw a square around all of these. I can come over here and make that into one. I can right click and hit Merge Layers. That turns all 5 layers into 1 layer. And now you have all 5 circles. That's 5 across. Now you want 3 rows down. Once again, hold the Alt button down, left mouse button, and drag, and that creates a whole copy of that. Do that one more time, and you got a whole copy of that. And all we have to do now is grab our cropping tool and place it up here, 1 square on the upper left and upper right, and drag that down to the bottom right. And there we go. We got it all cropped out. Hit the OK button. I can turn off the grid view right here, and there we have those 5 across and 3 rows down. It's that easy. Go ahead and give it a try. Let me know what you think. This is Rich calling it quits for this tutorial, saying over and out.